So I'm going to talk about one thing that can really destroy a wildlife photographer. If there is one thing that can destroy a wildlife photographer, is actually cold temperatures. A cold photographer is a bad photographer, and different individuals react to low temperature differently. And for me, my fingers is the red spot. and from my childhood, I really easily get cold on my fingers. So I tried a lot of different gloves over the years to protect my fingers, and yeah, I think it comes from my father. He has also had a problem when he was out hunting and fishing. I think it's a bad blood circulation in my fingers. Therefore, it's really important for me to take care of my hands because, of course, this is the tool that I actually use to take the pictures, but also the cold can spread to my body and give me really cold and bad feelings out in the field. So there are several things that can happen when you are out in the field and getting cold. The first thing is actually you can lose patience. Say for example you are in a hide in a blind and waiting for birds or animals. For me, in this season coming up now, we are going back to sit in a hide and wait for birds of prey. It can be really long hours before anything happens, and yeah, if I start to getting cold, then the worst thing that could happen is I want to give up. I want to go home. I'm too cold, and that is not a good thing. Of course, and when I'm sitting in a hide, I'm a little bit protected from the weather, but if I sit long enough, I will get cold if I don't have the proper clothes. And same with the outside, more exposed for the weather, so it demands much more of the clothing, how I put my clothes on, and especially my gloves, what type of gloves that I use. So yeah, patience is the one you can lose. Some other things is actually, if you are in a really cold condition, you can get severe frostbites on your finger, and that is serious stuff. I have not gotten that myself, but I know that this is not a thing you're going to want to have. So having good gloves is really important. So in February I was in Dovrefjell, and in Dovre there can be really cold, especially if the wind started to pick up. And when we was back there in February, there actually was down to 15 degrees. And then I used these Hester gloves here, which were really perfect for the cold condition because of the really large pocket here of air keeping me warm. But I'm not at Dovrefjell every day, every week. My place here at the west coast, there is not that cold. Normally there can be around from 5 degrees plus, or maybe 0 to -5 degrees. There is a lot milder winter here in our west coast. And a company called Vallerett contacted me, asked me if I want to try their gloves. They have a company that they call Vallerett photography gloves, and they are specializing in gloves in different kind of situation. They have they would call it the mild winter, the midwinter, the deep winter, and the Arctic winter, which all are made for that type of condition. And they asked me if I want to try their products. They actually are a company that is in my country, in Norway, and I said of course I want to try that. I have tried so many gloves and I'm a little bit picky about my gloves, so they sent me a pair. Here they are, and I asked for the midwinter because I don't have that type of cold, 15 minus degrees. So this should hold on my type of temperature here. And I have of course not tried outside yet. It's not that cold, but it feels really good on my hand the first time here. Feels really good made. It's different kind of layers on it, so it should protect really good for the cold. But the thing with the photography gloves here is those tips here you can take off and for using your camera. There is a little magnet here which hold them on place, and that is really good. And if I want to change something on the camera. The only issue that I am real curious to see and check out if these little holes here make the air come in and make my fingers cold. It looks like they have made it quite tight in here, so it should prevent from doing that, but yeah, you never know. I'm not sure. We have to see how it all turns out. It's a little pocket here, and can use throw a memory card inside, and there are also a little thingy for the tripod to tighten the tripod. And yeah, can't wait to try it out. So yeah, like I said, a cold photographer is a bad photographer. You lose patience, you can get severe frostbite, and yeah, overall you lose your concentration. You cannot think creatively, you cannot be as mobile as you want. Everything like boils down to a good and warm photographer, and that is really important with good tools. If you want to check out the Vallerett gloves yourself, I will put a link in the description where you can try them out, and you get a 10% off if you want to buy this using my link in the description. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.